Welcome to another episode in the Johan Explains series. My name is Johan Stensland, and today I want to talk about guide vocal, a short, beautiful track that appears on the album Duke by Genesis that was released back in 1980. Let's do it. Guide vocal is an unusual song. It is unusual because it's only a minute long, a minute 15 seconds, roughly speaking. And in that short time, I feel as a listener, as I have heard like a verse and a bridge and a chorus and all that, it feels complete. Even though it's so extremely short. And that is unusual. Because if you make a song in a minute plus, it just feels like a snippet. But guide vocal feels different to me. It really feels like a complete song. But this song, guide vocal, is interesting in other ways. And that's why I decided to make this video. First and foremost, I think it is extremely beautiful. I just love guide vocal. In those 75 seconds, I feel like I'm privileged to hear such a beautiful piece of music. I think it's brilliant, and that is one thing. The other thing is I think it's a very interesting piece of music, and the lyrics are interesting too. So let me explain what I mean. I'm thinking about contrasts here. There are at least two planes of contrast going on in guide vocal, and one is the contrast between the lyrics, which in parts are bold and angry and powerful, and the contrast is that the song, the melody, and the chords are so extremely sad, and that creates a tension to me that is really interesting, and that they have to resolve in the song somehow. And the other layer of contrast that I'm thinking about is the lyrics in itself, which have those lines that are those that I mentioned that are really powerful and angry and like, here I am. And then you have the contrast to that. The next lines, he's just so small and he's so sad. And it creates a tension even in the lyrics, which I find interesting. But I think those lines, those sad lines, those hurting lines, those lines where he is small, they harmonize with the chords and the melody, and that's when the song gets its release that it needs, because of the tension that is created with the strong and bold and angry lyrics and the sad music. So let's take the start. It's the saddest chords and the saddest melody. And what does he sing? He sings, I am the one who guided you. All you know and all you feel is like, I am responsible for all that you have received. Like, you are nothing without me. I'm interpreting here my own interpretation of this lyrics, but that's how I feel about it. I am the one. You should be lucky you met me, like that. And that is on top of the saddest melody and the saddest chords. And we have to, that creates that tension. It doesn't really match. We have to get release. We have to resolve that. And that is created by what comes next. So after that he is like everything, suddenly he backs off. Nobody must know my name. because nobody would understand, and you kill what you fear. That is really sad. And I get this feeling about this lyrics. I have no idea what they thought about when they wrote it. So this is my own feeling and my interpretation. I get this feeling that the singer here, of course, Phil Collins, but I don't know if he sings from his own experience or anything. I have no idea. But my take is that I'm thinking older guy, younger woman. That's what I think. Because I am the one who guided you, and I took you in, and I provided this and that, and you're like nothing without me. Like older guy, young, inexperienced woman. And then nobody must know who I am, because nobody would understand this. Older guy, young woman, it's very fragile, right? What if somebody found out about us? They would kill it, because they would fear it. They would fear for your safety. What are you doing with this older guy? That's my take on it, which might be way off, but that's how I think. All right, then we are in the next verse, or the second half of the song. I call you for I must leave. You're on your own until the end. That is a bit angry too. Then he's back to that I am the one. You are like nothing. So now you're on your own. You're just alone, because without me you're like nothing. So it's back to that angry, powerful, inflated ego thing. There was a choice, but now it's gone. That is kind of in between. It's not like angry or anything, but it's, he's backing off. And then we have the last lines. I said you wouldn't understand. I told you you wouldn't understand. So it's back. But here he's both hurting and trying to be like big and powerful and angry. But he's hurting. I told you you wouldn't understand. Which is one of the most powerful lines, I think, in the entire song. I said you wouldn't understand. I think that captures it. That is right in the middle. He's hurting, but he is still angry. Which is emphasized in the last line. Take what's yours. All right? Take what's yours and be damned. Like, go to hell. And when he sings that, and be damned, it's not an angry be damned. It's a very, very small be damned. It's like he clinging on to his anger, but in reality, he is really, really hurting. That's how I think about the lyrics. Now, I'm going to play through and sing this song for you, and I'm going to show you the chords, so you can follow along when I play it and sing it. And I feel that about the chords, it is fascinating to me that the chords are fairly easy. I haven't read them anywhere, so I just play what I hear, and I think I got them right. But if there are some notes that you think should be played differently, let me know. But it's fairly easy to hear what he's doing on the keyboard, on the piano. But it's so well put together. It's so beautiful with the melody and the chords. It really resonates in me. I really love it. And about the vocal performance, I think Phil is just brilliant here. It really fits his voice, and he can express those extremes, the sad part and the inflated, angry part. He can really bring those to life with his beautiful voice and his his singing is just brilliant. Phil Collins is, as a singer, he has shorter vocal cords. I've touched on this before. So he has a higher pitched voice, which is a bit unusual. But this song is right in his register, so he doesn't have to push too much or make any technical adjustments when he sings this. So it's just like a good match for him, and he does it extremely well. When I sang it, or a guy with like a more normal range, we have to adjust more. To me, it's just liberating to sing this. I am extremely happy that I am getting my voice back. It comes back. I had some problems with my voice for months, which has really tortured me. But it's coming back nicely, day by day, week by week. It's getting better. And to be able to sing guide vocal, it's not perfect, but just sing it and feel that my technique is getting there. I'm getting my voice back. It's just amazing. It's the rewarding. It's a rewarding feeling. So let me know what you think.
I am the one who guided you this far. All you know and all you feel. Nobody must know my name, for nobody would understand. You kill what you fear. I call you, for I must leave. You're on your own until the end. There was a choice, but now it's gone. I said you wouldn't understand. Take what's yours and be damned.
So there you have it, Guide Vocal by Genesis. And as usual, if you like my content, please hit that like and subscribe and notification bell and all those bells and whistles in YouTube. Thank you so much for watching.